But we had ourselves a crazy first night back of hockey after the Four Nations tournament. I mean, bringing you live from the other side. So, yeah, it was a crazy, crazy night last night. Kind of want to talk about a few things going around the league, some of the injuries that have kind of popped up with the Tkachuks, more kind of around Matthew Tkachuk and his injury with his groin. He missed the game last night. Now, I'll say this, the Four Nations was amazing, but this was one of the worries about players playing in a tournament and trying so hard, especially mid-season, that there could be some ramifications for teams, trying to repeat like the Florida Panthers and trying to, win another Stanley Cup, or even like a team like the Bruins with McAvoy being out, like a team that's trying to battle for a playoff spot. But do I think the Four Nations is a bad thing because of these injuries? Absolutely not. I think you had a lot of fantastic hockey, and it was really exciting to watch. What I kind of really want to say, though, is with Tkachuk's injury, if he's out for an extended period of time, that's going to be very difficult for the Panthers. Now, they're a very solid team, very well-rounded. I think they'd be able to survive, but if this groin is what... I don't know how valid this report was. He said potentially out for the season. I don't know. It was kind of on a weird website, so I'm going to take that with a grain of salt. But let's say even if he's out for a few weeks, that could be devastating for the Panthers and what they're trying to do, and trying to go back on a deep Stanley Cup run. And hopefully for the Panthers, it's a quick recovery and he's able to kind of bounce back, because Matthew Tkachuk, you could tell it's like he's one of the best players in the game, and he's got a massive impact, not just with point production, but physicality and other ways he affects the game, getting in his opponent's heads. He's a very, very talented player, so that's going to be a loss for any team. I mean, as for me as a Bruins fan with McAvoy, definitely a big loss, but the Bruins aren't necessarily in the same position as the Panthers when it comes to contention. I will say there were some surprising games yesterday. I mean, Buffalo blew out, was it the Rangers last night? The Bruins lost the Ducks in overtime. Yeah, we had some interesting games all around the league, and I think some of that could be some rust. Some guys kind of getting some fresh legs, and they're able to kind of come in and immediately be effective. But, I will say some peculiar outcomes last night. But still some pretty damn good hockey, in my personal opinion. I don't know if these injuries will deter players in the future from participating. I'll probably assume not, because it's, that you're playing for your country, there's pride there. But I will say some of the injuries that have happened do kind of justify some of the worries some people had about having this type of event in the middle of the season. But hopefully for Tkachuk, McAvoy, everybody that kind of got dinged up, they're able to kind of recover in a relatively quick fashion, and things kind of go well for them. And interesting night of hockey last night. Some upsets, a little bit of rusty play from some teams, but I think that will kind of play itself out after a game or two. And we have a very interesting playoff race, in the Eastern Conference. Very close race. A lot of teams battling for those 2 wildcard spots, and nobody really has a firm grasp on it. So that will be exciting to watch as things play out. And yeah, I mean, shoot. You had the Flyers do what they did yesterday. I mean, heck, they're still even in it. But let me know down below in the comment section what you thought about the games last night. What do you think about the injuries that have come out from the Four Nations tournament? Does it make you wish this would happen in the off season, or do you believe that the mid-season is the best way to do it? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I am Captain Paul. I'll see you in the next one.